For me, the first one was when we knew we were staying in the league.
It's quite a difficult one because I had so many good moments at the City ground.
It is filled with history and it's just always so special to play here.
There's no bells and whistles, it just comes from the heart. It comes from the heart of the city, it comes from the heart of the City ground, it comes from the heart of the supporters.
Not very many football clubs have that, the song at the start of a game that really ignites a stadium like it does here, and that's why we're so lucky to call it home.
Spine-tingling atmosphere once again.
I've probably felt 125 and I've looked at it as well in the 2 years. There's so many, to be fair. A couple of personal ones, obviously, but I think I remember when we went 2-0 up against Derby in the Championship in the promotion year, and I just remember it was the only time really that I just sort of lost track of the game for a split second, because I just thought, oh my God, this atmosphere, you know. And I just remembered, I think the whole crowd was singing Forest the Magic, and I think everybody was stood up, and what actually did happen is we gave a penalty away just after it, so it's sort of like, I wouldn't say dampened it, but I think it refocused everybody, certainly me. But yeah, I just really remember that and listen, that's been repeated like every game since, really.
I'm just going to let you listen to this atmosphere and just let it soak in. It's the type of atmosphere that sends a shiver down your spine. The red and white scarves are being swirled around their heads. Everybody's out of their seats. This is why Nottingham Forest are unbeaten in 7 home games in the Premier League.
For me, the first one was when we knew we were staying in the league.
Because that should... Yes! The whistle goes! Wow! Forest have beaten Arsenal!
The second one is when I scored my first goal.
Back for Lingard, and it's going to be bundled in by Taiwo Awoniyi!
And the third one, let me think, my goal against Arsenal.
Awoniyi!
Yeah!
In front! 19 minutes in at the City ground, it's his 5th goal in 3 games! A break across halfway! Morgan Gibbs-White ran deep into the Arsenal half!
It's quite a difficult one because I had so many good moments at the City ground. But the one I'm most proud of was receiving the League Championship, or the Premier League Championship as it's called now. Lifting the cup at home in front of obviously the Forest supporters was probably the most satisfying moment of my career.
There's a lot of good memories here from being a fan and playing as well. I asked my dad actually when was my first game that we came to watch, and that was the Stuart Pearce testimonial with me, my dad and my brother. So that was quite a special occasion to see the City ground for the first time. It was 96 though, so I was quite young then. As a player, the standout moment would be beating Derby last year. 5,000 in the stands, like really good atmosphere. We got a good 3-1 win. So that was a really special time, especially to play at the City ground was really good, and to be captain and lead the team out was a proud moment as well. As a fan, I'd say the Sheffield United semi-final in the playoffs. We've been through a lot of heartbreak as Forest fans over the years in the playoffs, so I think that game had everything. Penalty saves, last-minute goals. It had it all, and it was a really tense game, but it was a great one that I had my family here with me to watch it as well, so that was a really special occasion.
Sheffield's definitely up there. That was an amazing game, amazing, and more so after the game. Strange because when you're playing such high-octane games that have so much on them, you can't really remember a lot after the game. You try and think until you see the highlights, you can't really remember. You're just living in the moment. That was one of those games.
Saved by Samba, and Nottingham Forest are on their way to Wembley.
That Arsenal game, everybody was amazing. The fans again were superb. In the middle of the pitch, and then you do the lap, and we had all friends and family on after, and we had a kickabout on the pitch. It was me, John O, his mates, my mates. Some really good memories. Having the family on the pitch and all sharing those memories and the appreciation from the fans walking around. It's just surreal, really, surreal.
Well, obviously different stadiums have different atmospheres, different noise levels as well, depending on where you're sitting. But the one thing that Forest fans have proved is that, you know, they can outshout anyone on the day, at home and away. And obviously I have friends that come to the match, and I said, just listen to the fans once they get started. And of course there's always a glowing report from my friends saying, wow, the noise was fantastic. And obviously it takes me back to the day when I was a player. I still can remember those days, by the way, and enjoying the support that the crowd give you. You concentrate on playing football, but when you've got continuous support from the fans, it is a great mental and psychological lift for you when you're out there as a player. And the Forest fans over the last 2 seasons are louder than I think they were even when I was a player here.
City ground goes ballistic!
Especially when we're in difficult moments, and sometimes I just look at them and it literally brings out I just want to, and I'm not saying this just for the camera, I'm saying it because this is me, that's the truth. I just want to something to just change, just for them to be happy, you know, that's just the truth. Because they're doing everything and you're struggling and you can feel like one part of them is sad, then the other part is just trying to let's keep going, let's keep going. Then you that on the pitch, you just want to change that moment, okay, let me try to see if all of them the joy can really be real. That's just what I feel sometimes for me.
Yes! It's Taiwo Awoniyi again!
There's not many places that has the authenticity in its atmosphere and culture that we have, and when you are a small part of it, it's a real pride that you feel.
Makes you proud, doesn't it? Makes you proud.
Spine tingling. Come on. Nerve jangling.
The exciting bit is we're continuing not just to maintain it, but dare I say even improve some of the experiences around a City ground.
Everywhere you look around the City ground, there are red and white scarves held high aloft as we get ready.
It is filled with history and it's just always so special to play here. Especially being a Forest fan and being from Nottingham, it means a lot to play here.
I think it's when the City ground started to sing the song, you know. Yeah.
Can you sing from all the time?
Oh, no.
You find yourself singing along. On the pitch you don't, obviously, because you probably look a bit strange, but no, Mulligan Tyres, it's one of those, it makes you spine tingle and hair stand up on the back of your neck every time you hear it. When the music cuts and the fans just belt it out, it's brilliant. And the new lads, when they come in, they always ask, what are the words? And you have to explain the words. And it's not Miss Rolling In From the Sea, it's the Trent and all stuff like that. But they love it as well. It's not very many football clubs have that. The song at the start of a game that really ignites a stadium like it does here, and that's why we're so lucky to call it home.
Forest being inspired yet again by an enormous following here on Trentside.